Good afternoon. Welcome to Planning and Development's Digital Plan Room Training. I am Melissa Chiang, and I lead the Business Programs team for the Planning and Development Department. I am joined today by Dave Jennings, Plan Review Supervisor, and Melissa Martinez, the Development Services Coordinator. Today, we will introduce you to the Digital Plan Room. This solution was created as a result of a strong partnership between the Planning and Development Department and ePermit Hub, the creator of the Digital Plan Room. We will walk through a plan submittal, examine an issues list, resubmit plans, review conditions, view the approved plan set, and add a contact to a building record in ACA. This implementation includes building records with plans. We will incorporate our planning records at a later date, as our goal is to provide a consistent experience for submitting and receiving markups on electronic plans. As you may have noticed, the Digital Plan Room is live, and all building plan submissions are now uploaded in the Digital Plan Room. If you have questions during the training, please add them to the questions section. We will try to answer some of them at the end of the training. Any remaining questions will be answered via email. The city partnered with ePermit Hub to solve issues that existed in the current electronic review solution. The solution was inefficient for both the city and our clients. The solution did not have document control or version control. The city had to implement a manual solution for versioning, which in turn added processing time for our clients. Currently, the plans are submitted and the city has to send them back due to issues like security settings, AutoCAD comments on plans, invalid digital signatures, and corrupted files. This caused delays since the clients would not get this information until the application review had started, which could be a couple days after submission. There were also issues with resubmitted plans, as the resubmit button was small and some clients would miss the resubmit button, causing delays as the city was not notified the plans were submitted. Clients will now have a simple upload process and instant feedback. This means that you will be alerted as soon as you upload your files of any file issues. For example, if the digital signature is not valid, the system will tell you right at the time of upload. You will no longer need to wait for the staff to review to find out if there is an issue, thus saving days in the application process. The Digital Plan Room does a digital signature validation and ensures the signature is valid prior to plans being submitted. The solution is seamlessly integrated into ACA, so while this is a new solution, it is still accessed through ACA with your ACA login. There are now color-coded markups to help distinguish issues by discipline. The Digital Plan Room is a collaborative environment where all of the licensed professionals can access and respond to any issues on the plans. If a resubmittal is required, it is no longer necessary to submit the entire plan set. Just the corrected sheets can be uploaded in the Digital Plan Room. The sheets do need to be digitally signed with a valid third-party certificate. It is also still okay to submit the entire plan set if that is your preference. And the small resubmit button is gone. That will no longer be used for resubmitting. What can you do now to get prepared? Obtain a digital signature from a verified third-party certificate authority. Include a table of contents in your plan. This is not just a page listing the contents, but it is adding bookmarks. We have included directions on our electronic document review page for CAD and Bluebeam. Make sure all of your sheets include title blocks with page information. Please also make sure your sheet titles include a character and not just a single digit. Make sure you have an ACA account. If you need to sign up for an ACA account, please click on Register for a New Account on the Citizen Access site. Use the new Add Contact record to add all contacts to your building records, or upload all of the contacts at the time of submission. We will cover that later in this session. We have created an electronic document review, EDR, information page to help you find information regarding electronic document review. This page includes standard help documents, videos, explanations of errors, frequently asked questions, and any news relative to electronic document review. Let's briefly review it. The page can be accessed by going to www.tampagov.net/permits and clicking on Electronic Plan Review from the left-hand side. There are buttons to help you get to the information you need, and things like the city's guide to digital signatures, training schedules, tutorials including documentation and videos, help, error messages, and frequently asked questions are all included. Let's go ahead and get started. To save time, I'm going to show some ACA slides of the record creation process. At this point in the process, I have created a record in ACA and I'm currently on the contact page. Nothing in the ACA submission process has changed except for how and when you upload your documents. Documents will now be uploaded after the payment is made. The attachments page has now been replaced with this new page that will show you the required reviews. This is a guideline of reviews that are likely required based on your submission type. Documents will no longer be uploaded here. The review screen has not changed at all, and neither has the checkout and payment screens. Once you have paid for your application, you will now receive an email informing you that your application has been received, but that we still need the plans uploaded. It is important to note that the application review will not begin until the plans and supporting documents have been uploaded to the plan room. The email also includes help links should you need them. You will also receive reminders to upload your plans if you have not uploaded them. Once you finish paying, you will be taken to this page where you will now see a new button that says Upload Plans and Documents. We will now go to a live session. Once you click Upload Plans and Documents, you will be in the digital plan room. The first step is to enter a description of the plans and supporting documents that you are uploading. For today's purposes, we have entered a simple description. You will next click Continue. On the next screen, you will be browsing or dragging and dropping your files for upload. For the first test, we are going to drag and drop, and we're going to test plans that are going to fail. The purpose of this is to show you what will happen if your plans have an issue. While the plans are validating, the status will show as validating. Once complete, the status will either show as validated or rejected. In this case, they were rejected. To see what the issue is and how to resolve it, click on the blue question mark in the red box. This will contain information explaining the issue and also provide information on how to resolve the issue. Once you're ready to resubmit, remove the file by clicking on the trash can and then re-upload. For this next test, we will add our files using the Browse option. Once again, we will pick Building Plans and enter a quick description, click Upload and Validate, and wait for the validation. These plans will also fail. This is just to show you that there are different error messages and different resolutions to get your plans through the process. The same process is followed. Click on the trash can to remove the file. I'm now going to upload one more failed set of plans quickly to show you our help feature. If you try to upload plans more than 2 times and have been unsuccessful, You will receive a pop-up message and an email alerting you that we see that you may need assistance. The first place to try for help is the electronic plan review information page. If you need additional assistance, you can click on this click here, which will open our electronic document help request form. Please complete the help form, and we will access your submission from the back office and provide guidance on resolving the question and/or issue. Now let's upload plans that will pass the validation. You can drag and drop or select multiple files. You can also add your supporting documents here. For today's test, we're just going to add plans. While they're validating, they are showing validating. And once complete, we should see validated and a green check mark indicating that the digital signature has passed the validation. The first plans have passed the validation. Both plans have now passed validation. We will click Process Files to continue the process. The system will now begin processing the file. During this step, the system is taking the PDF and pulling out each sheet of the plan set. During the plan review process, the reviews will be performed on the sheets. This process may take some time, but it's okay to close the page and work on something else. Once the file processing is complete, you will receive an email with a link taking you back to the plan room to continue to the sheet verification step. There is no need to wait for it to complete. This is an example of the email you will receive. In order to continue, please click on the link to validate sheet numbers. This email also includes help links should you need them. In the interest of time, we have a record ready for sheet verification. At the beginning of the session, I discussed the importance of creating a table of contents for your plan set. This is important because if your plans have a table of contents, the system will recognize and populate all of the sheet names. If there is not a table of contents, the system utilizes OCR, optical character recognition, to populate the sheet names. If the title blocks are not placed on the bottom right, the system may have trouble locating the sheet names. The best way to avoid issues with sheet naming is to utilize the table of contents. We have provided instructions on our EDR site for creating the table of contents. If you click Continue and you have duplicate sheet names or blank sheet names, the system will prompt you to fix them. This can be easily fixed by typing directly in the sheet name box. Next, we'll click Continue. The system will let us know the plans have been received, and then we'll receive an email letting us know that the plans have been received. At this point, the application review will begin. You will still receive an email once the application has been accepted. We have just enhanced it by adding different options for the digital plan room. In the interest of time, we've reviewed a record that now has corrections required. An email will be sent to you alerting you that the review is complete and that corrections are required. We have included links to the documentation by topic and links to videos should you need help locating the issues. The email will also show you how many issues were recorded for your record. In this case, we have 4 issues. If we clicked on the link, it would take us to the Issues page. The Issues page is color-coded by discipline with statuses, also by sheet title. Will show us which plan reviewer updated it, and also gives us the option to filter. We can filter by statuses, just by open. We can also filter by disciplines, and we can add as many as we want. If you'd like to print or save the issues list, click on the print button, and a nice organized list will be available, listing every issue that was documented. You no longer need to submit a narrative. The reason is you will enter your narrative comment on each sheet. Click on the sheet to view the issue and the markup. In this case, the plan reviewer has marked this area up and provided a description of the issue. To respond to the issue, click on the edit to enter your response. This is where you would enter comments regarding how you are resolving this issue. This should be similar to what you entered on the narrative document. Important to note, in order to respond, you must be a contact on the record. We have created the Add Contact record to assist, and we will cover that in this presentation. To complete entering the issues, click on each issue and answer each issue with a narrative comment. Once all of the issues have been answered, the status will change to answered. And you will receive a note letting you know that all of the issues have been answered. You're now ready to upload your resubmission. Click on the Uploads tab. You can now slip sheet and only upload the sheets that need corrections. The corrected sheets must still be signed with a valid digital signature. You go to the upload screen and you will click Resume on the new package. The resubmission upload process is the same as the initial upload process. So from this point, we would upload our plans and walk through the same steps we just finished. I'd like to also point out that within the plan room, there is also a Summary tab. The Summary tab provides a quick glimpse of the plan review status. It will also show you the current status, which in this case is not approved, how many total issues your project has, and then how many issues your project has by discipline. Now, in the interest of time, we will fast track the review and show you a record that has been approved with conditions. You will receive an email letting you know that your plans have been approved with conditions. There's a link that will take you directly to the conditions, as well as a link to download the approved plan set. We have also included video and documentation links. The conditions page looks just like the issues page. There's filters, should you need them, the option to print or save the conditions list, and to view each condition on the sheet, simply click on the sheet to view what the plan reviewer has entered as a condition. The approved plans can be found in the digital plan room or also still under the Attachments tab. The approved plan set is saved as a PDF and can be downloaded. To download the approved plan set in the plan room, click on the download button. If you prefer to use the record details option, click on record details and then select attachments. This is the same process that has been in place prior to the digital plan room. Documents that have been approved will now be called approved plans, making it easier to distinguish which are the approved plans. On the Attachments tab, you will notice that all of the prior submissions will also be listed with a document type of preliminary plans, preliminary drawings. This will help distinguish between the plan submitted and the final approved plan set. Now let's transition to adding an additional contact to your existing building record. This record will be useful for all projects in general. We found this is a common reason for clients to need to call or email our office. The record can only be created by someone who is already a contact on the record. If you try to add yourself to a record, you will receive a message to contact the owner of the record for assistance. The owner of the record will then need to initiate an Add Contact record. To begin, click on New Building Permit. Read the terms and click Continue. Expand the selection, click Add Contact to a building record, click Continue Application. This record will allow you to add as many contacts as needed by using the lookup option. We will walk through adding one contact. Click on Lookup and populate the search criteria. Depending on the name, you may need to use more search fields to narrow down your selection. We're going to pick this one and click Continue. Next, you can label your contact with their role on the project. In this case, we're going to pick Architect and click Continue. The architect has now been added to the record, or to be read. Next, you will add the record ID. And click Continue Application. You will be taken to a review page where you can review all of the contacts that you have selected to add. Again, you can add multiple contacts by continuing the process of using the lookup button. Click Continue Application to finalize this application. Once the contact has been added to the record, an email will be sent alerting the other contacts on a record that a new contact has been added. This is an additional security measure we put in place to ensure only the contacts that should be on the record are added. The screen will also let you know that the process has concluded and the contact has been added to the record successfully. This concludes our presentation. Thank you for attending. Please visit our electronic plan review information page at www.tampagov.net/permits and click on the electronic document review from the left-hand menu for more information on electronic document review. We appreciate your attendance.